Well, today I'm going to talk about a friend of mine. Actually, I've had a whole lot of friends in the music industry and 35 plus years in playing, but being involved with the music industry. But today I want to talk about my friend Johnny Winters, American guitar extraordinaire, and guitar legend, rated as number one in Guitar Player magazine multitudes of times. Always put on the front cover of Guitar Player magazine and Rock and Roll, Rolling Stone magazine, and many times with that too. And on Billboard Music Awards, Billboard magazine, and a whole lot more. Johnny Winters carved his own legend, one piece at a time on that wood with his own tool. And I'm privileged to have known Johnny Winters in my lifetime. And today I want to talk about. So where did I meet Johnny Winters? A lot of people are curious about that. It was the Roadhouse Cafe is where I first met Johnny Winters. I'd heard about him and I'd heard how wonderful and great he is. And a friend of mine and I would decide, since we'd had some time off from work, we'd go and see Johnny Winters play in the evening at the Roadhouse Cafe, and it was an exhilarating experience to come face to face with a real music legend, and to he was very gracious, very kind and caring person. And he came over and he introduced himself. Hi, I'm Johnny Winters. I've been playing guitar for many decades, and it's nice to meet you and your friend. He's a very personal kind of guy. You could walk right up to him and say, hey, would I like to play with you? And if you had any kind of skills, he'd certainly consider it. And I reflect on that because at the Roadhouse Cafe when we first met, it was very nice to meet someone who's been many decades and a superstar superstar in the music industry and well known for his accomplishments, multitudes of accomplishments. And so I went on from there to the Met Cafe in Rhode Island, and we connected at the Met Cafe actually we sat in between sets. He came over and sat down with me, and we just started talking about music, and it just clicked with us. I mean, I had he heard about me being with Joe Cocker, and being with being with some of the other more Ian Anderson, and that I'd become friends with them too. And although I hadn't yet played on stage with them, but that I'd become friends with them, and he wanted to get to know me. He's like, you're in the same circle of people that I hang out with, so I want to get to know you also. And so what kind of music talent you got? And explained to him I've done a little bit of stuff on stage, and not to his level. He's professional level, and so I'd really gotten to a point where I wanted to be professional level. And he said his response to that was, well, if you want to be a professional level, you're going to have to work for that. You're going to have to earn that. You're gonna have to earn that in the music industry. You don't get that given to you. You want to be on the front cover of Billboard magazine? You want to be part of the Grammy Awards? You're gonna have to work hard for it, and it's not gonna come easy. There's gonna be a lot of drops, a lot of disappointments, and a lot of harsh things that are gonna happen along that road before you get that music award put in your hands. And he said most of the people that get a music award, such as uh, the Grammys, a Grammy put in their hands, is because they're older age and they've put a lot of time and effort into getting that Grammy, and it shows. And so he said, if you want that Grammy, you've got to write good songs, and you got to write from the feeling in your heart, because in your life experience. If you're gonna just to write a song to make money, there are plenty of people that do that, and ultimately they fail. A great musician who gets a Grammy award has earned it because they've written songs from the heart and from their life experience, and that's why they'll continue getting Grammy awards and Billboard Music Awards and plenty of other awards, including Lifetime Achievement Award. He said, but you're in the beginning. You'll get to know that. You'll get to know that the more you get into this industry. They're very critical. They're a very critical industry, and as far as the way they critical meaning, we explained it. They critique everyone. They analyze everyone, and to get a record label to take you on is very difficult. Most people get rejected because their talent isn't good enough. And so he said, I write songs because of my life experience. I write blues songs, and I mix country and blues and western stuff with it, because that's how I've lived. I've lived in the South. I've lived in southern states. I've ridden horses. I've worked on farms. This is my life. And my music is just another extension of my life. I don't see it any different, as he explained to me. And so throughout the years, and ultimately several decades, we got to interact a lot together about music, and he showed me a lot of things about playing the blues. It's a special way of doing it that he showed me, and that you write a blues song because you feel blue, you feel sad. It's a sad song that you're writing. But it's a sad song about your life. It's a story it's one of the multitudes of stories in the journey of your life that you want to write about it, and you want to sing it, you want to play it, because it's something that's personal to you. And I'll never forget him saying that. That really matters. To make great songs, you can't be fraudulent. You can't be a fraud. You can't be lacking in talent. And you know what? It's just about you and the audience and in your life, and you just pour your life out on the page, writing a song, and you pour your life out on the stage. And he said that. So some very good things that he said about it. And my last experience was in Rock Junction with him in Coventry, Rhode Island, where he played a small club venue called the Rock Junction. And it's just great to interact with him. And then not too long after that, Johnny died. But I'll never forget that. So just a really awesome awesome interaction with a guitar legend, America's greatest guitar legend, Johnny Winters. Thank you very much.